Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. And we'll be listening for stocks to be called out in stream one, or we want to watch for this buy signal to come out in these two scans. Once we see one, we will click on it. And the first thing we want to do is check this current bar volume. We want the volume in this very last candle to have high volume, a lot of momentum, a lot of liquidity. We want to see a battle going on in that candle before we decide to take a trade. Once we confirm that we have the volume, we want money flow. We want this green line above this yellow line that indicates that money is coming in. At the same time, we want to see down here in Dominator Master these tall green bars breaking above average volume. These green bars represent buyers as well. The red ones represent sellers. And when we are above the average volume, that tends to make the price go up or down. And if you are new here, I highly suggest you watch these live
RGTZ.
streams over and over and maybe try it on paper. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then try real money, but trade small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. If you continue to be profitable with small share size, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. Over in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT. That stands for extended hours so that you don't miss a trade in this pre market. And thank you for joining me this morning. And welcome, YouTubers. You are back on board for that free hour this morning. And hopefully, we'll make a few dollars today. Yesterday was okay, not the best, but maybe we'll have a better day today, Lord willing. We'll see how it goes. Got about 3 minutes left to go. Enjoy your coffee until then. Don't forget the Fed speaks today at 1 o'clock Central. Probably going to get a reduction in the rates, hopefully. So may be slow until that comes out. About 30 seconds to go. Good luck to everyone. All right, let's see what's happening here this morning. See if anything's going to move or not.
BEAT.
BEAT, a dollar stock already spiking up this morning. Let's see if they can keep it going. Give it a second or two. Make sure it's not a pump and dump before you just jump in. We want to see this number really flying and this label green. We want to wait for these two labels to turn green before we even think about buying into this stock. We do have money flow coming in. We do have the green bar, still waiting on these two labels. Let's try not to get faked out here this morning. Make sure you give everything time. I'm going to go ahead and set a level there. If we can break that $2 for the reversal back to the upside, there may be something here. Many of you know I don't trade these cheaper stocks unless they are really hitting everything up here. Do have green labels now. Let's see if the buyers can keep pushing here. Those labels did not hold. They went right back to yellow. That is a warning. Few more buyers coming in. Don't like the way this one's moving, but it is going up. I guess that's a plus. Remember to take profits on the way up. If you try to sell when everybody else is trying to sell, your order may get skipped.
BEAT.
Up to $1.17 now.
BEAT.
$1.22. Hopefully you are in some money already with 2 minutes after the market starting.
BEAT.
$1.30 for the high. So far up about 25 cents. Let's just say 20. We probably got in a little later. AR profit taking now. You can see the red and money flow starting to come in. And the red in the dominator bar. We got about 50-50 down here. Looks like the buyers are trying to buy up what they're selling. I'll go ahead and set another level up there and see if we can break it at $1.25. Pushing through that $1.25
BEAT.
instantly up to $1.31. Looks like we're getting weaker up here at the top. Watching these two labels, they're back to yellow. So
BEAT.
everything I described before this session started, if you notice, everything up here is green. That's really all you need to look for, and then you wait on these labels. Pushing up to a buck
BEAT.
35 now, buck 37. Nice riser for a dollar stock. Slight red in money flow, some profit taking going on. Let's see if they can get more out of it.
BEAT.
$1.44 on the spike. Focusing on the numbers in these labels, you want to see them high. Pushing up to $1.50 now. The stock is up about 50% since we posted it. Wish it would have been a $10 stock running to $12. That would have made me happy. Heavy profit taking now. You can see we have a negative delta up here. I'll go ahead and set that level on that previous candle at the top of the body. If we can break that $1.43, there may be more to come. Not likely, but we'll see. Nice job, David, at 80 bucks. Nice job, Autumn Rain, at $80. Trade Jockey, good job at $10. If you made anything out of it, you did good. That's better than red. Good job, Pro Dollar, 2,205. You must have bought a ton. It was a nice steady mover. Well, ready for number two. Hopefully, it's in a higher price range.
NXDR.
Yes, it was muted. Thank you, Autumn Rain. NXDR. I don't know how that's flipping over. It used to do it in the past and it corrected itself. Now it's doing it again. So let me know if you can't hear me. Not seeing any volume in this stock worth buying into. Kind of sluggish, stalling. So NXDR pushes up and there's nobody here. This tells me it could be a pump and dump, so be careful. They drive it up, nobody fell for it. There's a few people trusting it, the volume picking up very slightly. Red labels. Not seeing anything give a signal yet. We have a buy here, but no volume. A couple of them down here. Thank you for calling that out, Gabe's. Let's see if we can break that $1.26 and go up and retest $1.43. It's not looking likely with the volume stalling though. Not seeing anything currently. Live streamer is quiet. No buy signals with volume.
NXDR.
And XDR back in the game here. Let's see what's happening. Currently at 234 with no volume. Must have been one person trusting it. Watching beat here, breaking that $1.26 level. Let's see if it has enough buyer interest to retest that $1.43. Watching the labels up here, not seeing the buyers coming in too strong. But GK, it's a project in the works. We'll see where it goes. You can edit your text now if you make a mistake. Nothing currently moving, so we are waiting. Well, hope this isn't a one hit wonder morning. We need something more than just beat. We are Chris. You can find it in menu and news, and then look in announcements. One trade wonder, I don't trade on candle patterns. I only trade on momentum, and that would be within the volume. These things are calculated to turn green if the increase of volume makes the price go up or down. So it's either going to be green or red. Same thing with the candles. This indicator is measuring percent buyers versus percent sellers. If it determines that there are more buyers overall, these
DYN.
candles will stay green.
NXDR.
If it determines there are more sellers overall, it's going to turn them red. So you'll see some candles drop down like this one, where normally it would be a red candle. But according to the data within this trade, it's predicting that it may go back up. So it tries to keep you in the trade
DYN.
longer than guessing at what's going on. Art, right click on the name and edit formula and make sure this EXT box is checked. You have to do that with any of my indicators that you add to a watch list.
DYN.
I think BEAT is in consolidation unless a whole group of buyers comes over and pushes it up. Looks like a few buyers may just do that. Can we test that $1.43? Watching these labels, watching this green bar grow taller, watching money flow turn north. We have a buyer label here, green, in this candle. Hopefully, more people come in and we go up again. Watch these labels closely. If they start flipping backwards to yellow, it's probably going to pull back down. Don't be too quick to jump, though. It may not pull down. Thank you, Gabes, for keeping an eye on it for me. We did eventually get up there to that buck 43. Can we continue now? Watching money flow for resistance. See if we get rejected here. Red money flow, red labels. Nice trade, WMH, for $30 on that small move. Bill, it's not a certain number. It's we want to see a battle going on. We want to see higher flow. In other words, this number just keeps going. It's hard to keep up with it. The buyers are on board, or the sellers if you are going short on something. Usually we get confirmation out of all of these indicators when it's going in our favor. So when you look up here and everything is green, chances are it's going to start moving one direction or the other. Nice volume numbers coming in. Let's see if they can push it. We need this label to turn green. Money flow is red. Must be a battle between both. Great job, Gary, on beat for $1,306. You can see the buyers trying to keep it up with this label flashing back green. They're trying to keep it from dropping. You can see the volume has slowed way down. Well, I don't know how to say your name, but I'll just call you Nolly. Good job. 1,128 on beat. So, Gary, what you are saying is you anticipated the move. And I do a lot of anticipating. Like, I just know it's going to go. I'm going to try. According to these labels and bars and lines, it should fly. Testing that $1.43 once more. Can we break through it? Let's see if the buyers come on board. Need those green labels back. Money flow's not looking too healthy. We need some tall green bars. We need more than average buyers to come in, and more than average would be above this yellow line here. We are still trying to get through that $1.43, and it continues to get rejected. Good job, A. Rick. To me, the worst part about all of this is the addiction. It's the worst drug you've ever ran into. Once you get into this and you start learning what's going on, you can't get away from it. You feel like you got to sit here all day. I have to force myself to leave the desk. Manny, I broke down the delta. It's usually used by options traders on a daily chart. And the higher the delta number, the better the trade for the options trader. I broke it down as far as per candle and change the percentage numbers on it. So the higher this delta number, the stronger the run will be. And this one here is monitoring, of course, the percentage of buyers and sellers within that candle. So we want both of these above. This one, it runs from 0 to negative 100 and from 0 to positive 100. So anything negative in delta, it's going to start dropping. When both of these turn green, that's a go in most cases. My pleasure. Want to remind everybody of Milo's training tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's mainly for beginners, or if you just want to refresh your course on how to install indicators on the chart and in the watch list. If you're still struggling with that as a new Thinkorswim user, I highly suggest you attend that live stream tomorrow. You can find the link to it over, if you click your menu and then news, you'll find the link to it over in announcements. EVNB. Thank you for calling it out, Buster. Let's see if it'll do something. We just broke a $12 older resistance level. Let's see if we can go up there and retest 1362. That would be great money if it did. We're watching the volume label here to see if it picks up. Money flow's trying to go north. We do have buyers more than average that came in on this candle, but that is obvious. So we're waiting to see if these can turn green and if this number can really start flying. Profit Pilot, I don't have any issue with it. Some people do. I think it's more of a connection thing, internet speed thing, where you're located. Is it freezing outside? Very rarely do I have an issue.
RVPH.
When I do have an issue, the first thing I do is go unplug the modem and give it a few minutes and plug it back in to see if that corrects the issue. Most of the time, it's an issue with your internet connection instead of your computer. Ping, nothing up here says that you should buy anything. These are, let's look at them as helpers. It could go. This is your best percentage of it might work out when these arrows come in. They're not a guarantee that this price is going to go up. Nothing up here is a guarantee. This is trading, and we're trading high volume when it happens. So even though this says buy, it doesn't mean buy. It means it's a possibility. It's a lot higher possibility if you didn't have this little signal. But in the stock market, nothing is guaranteed. So all of these indicators up here are helpers to help us to determine, are we seeing what's happening on the screen correctly? They're confirmation. So in our brain, we cannot calculate the buyer and seller percentages faster than what this indicator can do, or this indicator, or this indicator. It's looking behind the scenes and balancing out what's happening within these candles. Everything up here is mathematically driven according to buyer percentages and seller percentages. Thank you, Eric, for the kind compliment. Eric, I'll let you know when that happens, brother. They are rare. ENVB is having a couple of people come in. Money flow's trying to go north. These numbers are still slow in that candle. Not a whole bunch of buyers here. In fact, it's pausing. So when I look up here and see what just happened, I can say, well, we still need a lot more buyers. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is unfortunately already up. I want to invite every one of you to come and join us over at
RGTZ.
volumespikes.com. Come help us build a good community over here of very profitable traders, I might say. And that's not bragging, that's the truth. You can even ask them when you get here. Come and join us. I'm a coder. If you didn't know, I've been coding Thinkorswim for about 15 years. I've been trading since 1990. So I know everything about this platform. I think I'm on to something here that's very strong, that's going to last forever. So come over and join us. Don't forget to hit the like button on that video. I'll be back on Friday for the next free hour. God bless you. Don't give it back. I am out.